Okay, so this is a quick video about the term flipped classroom. You can go do a search for yourself to find out what a flipped classroom is. But in short, a flipped classroom is the scenario where the teacher is a facilitator. And everybody knows I don't like the term teacher. It's a transitive verb, and learning is an independent thing that happens. It's not something you can encourage in someone through facilitation and mentoring, but it's not something I can give you. I can't open your head and put it there. We talk about that elsewhere, but the term facilitator is key to a flipped classroom. Why? Because a flipped classroom doesn't work unless the students, another term I really don't like, the people learning are actively learning things and digesting things and experimenting with things. So they come to the classroom having already done their quote homework to prepare. And then when they get together, everybody compares notes and they say, what did you see? What were your challenges? What didn't work for you? And the only way you can do a flipped classroom is if you have material that's presented in advance, so that the people doing the learning can go in there and like rip it apart and figure it out and ask questions, and then they can come to you later and say, well, this part I understood, this part I didn't. And so a flipped classroom is kind of ideal for the way we're doing the beginner boost, because it's a way for them to try it out on their own and then come in and I'll do it and I'll show a way, and we can talk about how it wasn't done. One of the biggest negatives of flipped classrooms, and this is well known, is it requires responsibility on the part of the people doing the learning. You cannot have a flipped classroom model if people are just going to ask, well, what is my homework? What am I supposed to do? And they're in it for doing the minimum. And I actually am a little hesitant to use a flipped classroom model for the beginner boost, because unfortunately I've found that most people coming to the beginner boost, or to anything, who haven't been exposed to some of these more modern, I suppose, approaches to learning, even though they date back to blacksmith apprentice times, is that they don't get it, and they're like, I can't do anything unless you're hand holding it with me. And there's a certain amount of learning that has to happen, even about how the learning process works. People have to be given permission and have confidence in their own ability to figure something out, and then they have to be willing and motivated to dive in order for a flipped classroom to work. So I'm going to attempt a flipped classroom this year as best I can by preparing several videos, some of which are going to be very long, but hopefully digestible videos, no longer than 40 minutes, any single video. And I'm going to say, look, we're going to, this week's content, here it is. And if there's a video that hasn't been made for that week based on the topic, I'll make a video. But I'll be making videos all year round and contributing and adding to them. And a lot of times I'm just going to say, go watch these 3-4 videos and then come back, and when you're done, and we'll talk about it and see what you didn't understand. How can I make the video better? How can your experience, inform? We may even bring some of the members of the Beginner Boost live on a Discord chat so they can talk about their experience. And I mean, that is a true flipped classroom, where the people doing the learning are participating in the teaching as well, because they're sharing their learning as a community. And to me, that is, it's how I did SKILSTAK. It's my ideal environment for learning. So that's what I mean by a flipped classroom. If you want to experience what it's like, come on into the Beginner Boost and give it a shot. But we expect you to do the learning. You are responsible for your own learning, not me. You're the teacher. You're supposed to tell me what to do and how to do it. No, 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 no. Young Padawan. You are responsible for your own learning, and it's up to you to make sure that it happens.